Corporate messaging for stakeholders should utilize out-of-the-box re-synergizing of key market drivers in a competitive
That's me.
that fully maximizes the customer-driven methodology.
I had a date that night, too. These days, we've all learned how to survive meetings.
We've hired an outside consultant to do an analysis of our outside consulting needs.
There are many tricks you can use to stay awake, like deep pondering.
How many toothpicks are there in the world?
If you welded non-stick baking sheets into a bobsled and slid down Mount Everest, how fast could you go?
Then there are the feats of mental strength. 358 dots, 359 dots, 360 dots.
One of the most underappreciated skills is the ability to conduct an effective meeting. More often than not, meetings end up being purposeless, leading their attendees to believe that it's been a waste of their time. Here are 8 steps that you can do to help your meetings be more effective. The first step, identifying if your meeting is necessary. The second step is inviting key people. It's unnecessary to have too many people at your meeting that can't contribute to the topic that you're discussing. The third step is planning for a successful meeting environment. This can include choosing your venue, speakers chosen, and more. The fourth step, also a commonly overlooked step, is creating an agenda. You need to identify your goals and objectives prior to the meeting so everybody's on the same page. The fifth step is to designate roles prior to your meeting, such as timekeeper and note taker. The sixth step is to facilitate inclusive conversation. You don't want one person taking control of your meetings. The seventh step is to summarize content by the end of your meeting, reminding people what they agreed to during the meeting. The final step is to set up the minutes. That happens after the meeting has been conducted, which means that every attendee gets a copy of the notes that were taken. With the help of these 8 steps, you can add significant value to your meetings while also eliminating unproductive meetings and attendees.
I'm sure you attend meetings yourself. Maybe you even facilitate them. Are your meetings mostly done in a face-to-face setting? Or are they virtual meetings with participants coming from different parts of the world and distant locations? Like it or not, virtual meetings are here to stay. More importantly, how effective are they? Let's take a look at the pros and cons of virtual meetings. There are many benefits in holding virtual meetings. Eliminating travel is often cited as the biggest reason for organizations to hold virtual meetings. They can save on money and time related to travels. And of course, it also reduces the stress of traveling. There's also the convenience for people to stay where they work. People can have ready access to their office and resources. And in a way, virtual meetings present a neutral environment, particularly if turf issues and position plays a role in your meetings. Technology is advancing all the time, making virtual meetings easier and easier to achieve. So you can really hold virtual meetings anywhere, anytime. On the flip side, many people don't like virtual meetings because they are less personal, and often there are no facial or body cues to give you a sense of what's going on in somebody's mind. In virtual meetings, it's very easy for people to get distracted undetected. They could be checking their emails, daydreaming, or doing other work during the meeting. Despite advanced technology today, technical glitches are unavoidable. They could be caused by user unfamiliarity, equipment malfunction, or inconsistent internet connections. Regardless, when technical failure occurs, the focus inevitably shifts to the technical problems instead of the topics at hand. And occasionally, it's hard to get everybody you want to come to the virtual meeting because of different time zones.